back, everybody. Shane here from Guitar Work. Welcome back. This is exciting. This is The Wait by the band, of course. A lot of requests for this one. Always a campfire classic for sure. And some really cool things to talk about. You don't have that many chords to worry about or big techniques. I counted that last bit through because I want to show you there's a bar of 3 kind of hiding when you go up, all that good stuff. There's a bar of 3, so we got to watch out for that if you're playing along to the recording. But we'll do a play along. It's really just verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. We'll just do a few verses and chorus together toward the end. We'll do all that. And I want to thank you for coming back. Thank you for subscribing. Your thumbs up have meant a great deal on my end. It's huge for sure. And all your comments and suggestions. And I want to take you through this. I also want to tell you I've got 3 pages here for you. You know the drill. If you go to patreon.com, there's worksheets here for you. This is what I'll be referring to the entire time. So you got 3 pages, 2 pages of the actual song, and then a page of details, including that fancy intro bit that we'll get to. So go grab that patreon.com/guitaratwork. There's a ton of other songs up there. You can just go scoop them all up and play along to a whole bunch of my videos. So go and grab that. It's well worth it. People are telling me anyway. So again, thanks for coming back and all that. Now get this. Instead, I'm not going to start with the intro, as strange as that might sound. I'm going to save that to the end. Because what happens to a lot of good people is they try this intro, this business, and think, oh, that's too hard and the song must be too hard. No, the song is A, C sharp minor, D, E. Pretty much. It's pretty much just that. So people get so bogged down in the intro they never learn the song. It's more important to know the whole song so you could fight your way through in the campfire, play along, and then in the background, you're pecking away at the intro. You know, you're trying to get it down for sure. But it's not a showstopper if you don't know it. Song's coming in at 72 beats per minute without a capo, so I don't forget to mention that. A quick look at the chords. I'm going to get to these. The shapes are written on that details page that you've got there. You've got an A chord. It doesn't matter how you finger that for now. It's going to matter in the chorus in just a sec, but an A chord, I'm going 2, 3, and 4. There's a C sharp minor, which is your bar chord, 4th fret. There you go, C sharp. These are just chord repertoire chords you're going to need. C sharp minor, barring on that 4th fret. It's like a B minor 2 frets higher, if that helps you. Draw a picture of them there. And if you're having trouble getting him to sound, you're getting this like that. Just try to get that first finger nice and straight. Duck that left shoulder and pull from the shoulder. Don't always just squish, right? Pull a little bit of pull from the shoulder does help a lot. Here's C sharp minor. Here's a friendly old D. Nothing scary there. We're going to need an E later on. Yeah. Now A/G sharp. That's the only oddball you're going to find. That happens in the chorus, and that is, I'm going to bar the A this way. Bar them with my first finger, and then put my ring finger on the 4th fret of that low E. Now that chord sounds like crap when you isolate it, but in context, it's a passing chord, right? So that's the chorus sequence in the walk at the end of the chorus. There's a walk there, or a tag, whatever you want to call it. The last chord you're going to need is an F sharp minor. There we go. Now let's put all those in context. Let's see if we get that going. I'm first going to sit on the A chord. I'm going to sit on A to get you the strumming pattern. Now there's a million strumming patterns that will work. What is a strumming pattern that might capture the spirit of the song? If you're just one player, now we'll be playing along with a drum machine and everything, but if you're just one player, you want to be able to capture that feel of the song, right? Spirit of it. You're seeing on the detail sheet, you're seeing a basic strum of bass, bass, down, down, up. So let me do this on an A chord. When I say bass, it doesn't, the lowest available note in an A chord is the open A string, right? Because the low E string is typically X'd out for now, and I'm playing the A string. It's okay if we hit a couple of strings. So when I'm saying bass in the song, what I mean is just don't go all the way through like that. Don't do that. I'm just going to go maybe 2 strings, maybe the A and the D, and then a full downstroke. That's what that D means. So bass, bass, down, and then a quick down up at the end. Is often called a chica. You might have heard that before. Chica, chica. So if we go bass, bass, down, chica. Again, 3, 4. Bass, bass, down, chica, bass, bass, down, chica, bass, bass, down, chica. That's it. Now, without that subtle, just without where we're not playing, where we're only playing the bass notes. If we didn't do that, listen to this. Ew, right? So static, it's gross. But now we've got this feel going, bass, bass, down, down, bass, bass, down. A nice little swing to it, light swing. Bass, bass, down, down, a bass, bass. And you know what a really good idea is to put the song on, choke your strings like this, and just chop wood. Play along like that. That takes the chords out of the equation. It's just focusing on your right hand. Guitar is very much in the right hand, as you're probably guessing. Now if I took that, I'm going to take that through the verse section, which is A, C sharp minor, D, A. 4 times, round and round. It's going to go A, C sharp minor, D, A. That's a lot of the song right now. If you're having trouble getting to the C sharp minor, and a lot of us will be, just fight for your life, get in there. If you miss it entirely, just get to the next chord, okay? So if we play along together, I'm going to go about this speed, and I go bass, bass, down, down, up, C sharp minor. Here's a D, back to A. I go about that speed before we play with the drums, just to give you a fighting chance. And on the very last down up in the bar, in the very last down up, you can be in motion going to the next chord on that last upstroke. Let me try to highlight that. So bass, bass, down, down. On this upstroke, I'm in mid-flight, so you can hear open strings ever so gently in there. It's not wrong. It's the only way we're going to get there on time. You'll hear it on the record. You'll hear tons of records like that. It's not cheating. So if I go bass, bass, down, down, go. Same. So on all those chords, we're just giving ourselves that little opportunity on the last upstroke. We try not to hit too hard to high. We don't want to highlight those open strings. But very slowly, gently together, I'm going to go 4 times around. A, C sharp minor, D, and A. Here it comes 3 and 4 and A. C sharp minor, D. Here's an A. This is your verse. A again. C sharp minor. Here's a D. That's it, play along. Here's an A. 3rd line, A, C sharp minor kind of. Here's a D. And A. C sharp minor. D. And an A. Good. Now that's your verse section, and it's most of the song, to tell you the truth. You'll hear little flourishes. You don't want to just stick with the same strumming pattern. You might hear at the end of the line, I might go C sharp minor here. Here's a D, and then here's an A. What if I go? It kind of helps, because if there's no vocal there might be a hole in the vocal. It's okay for you to fill up that hole, right? You don't want to step on the singer, so try to stay pretty subtle underneath the singer. They tend to think it's all about them. So that's your verse. Now a couple of little highlights here. You're going to hear him on the last A in each line. Not always, but often enough to mention it here. He's going to go A sus4. And depending how you're fingering your A, it doesn't really matter here, but I'm going to go 2, 3, 4 on my A. If that's not the way you're fingering yours, that's okay. Hang with me here for a sec. A, if I drag my pinky up 1 fret higher, that is A sus4. A sus4. And that was with my fingering. If you're going 1, 2, 3 on your A, like that, which is fine too, you would add the pinky there. If you're going 2, 1, 3 on the A, so many fingerings for A, you again add the pinky. So however you're fingering your A, however you can get a finger onto the 3rd fret of that B string. And here it is in context. A, C sharp, first verse, D, here's an A right here. 2nd line, C sharp, D, A, right here. On the upstroke, throw that pinky forward and then back them down when you get to the beginning of the next line. You'll hear that often enough in there, and it helps to what we call turn the page from line to line and give it a little bit of dialogue, really. If you're not up to that just yet, that's totally fine. Remember, you want it bare bones before you start reaching for some of these other techniques. That is our verse section. Holy cow, let's look at the chorusy bit. Now I must tell you, on my charts at least, when something's bracketed, it means it gets half the amount of time as something that is not bracketed. So in the verse section, we've had an A for 2 beats, C sharp minor got 2 beats, D got 2 beats, and then the A again got 2 beats. So they're 2 beats apiece, but when we hit this chorusy bit, you'll see A and E bracketed. That's 1 beat apiece. Half as many beats when it's bracketed like that. So A and E bracketed would get 1 beat each, and then the D you're seeing would get 2 beats because it's not bracketed. So let me do this slowly without you here for a sec. 3, 4, A, take a load, D up, Fanny. Okay, that was just basic strum. Let me do that again. That'd be 1, E, 2, D, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time. 3, 4, A, E, D, 2 beats on that guy. And that'll be the same for the rest of that. So what are we going to do for a strum pattern? I'm going to go down, down, up, down, down. I'm going to go down, down, up, 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 down. So down, down, up equals 1 beat. Okay, hope that's not hard to keep track of. That is, again, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. The way we're counting that is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. A, E, D, 1 and a 2 and a 3. This is the chorus. And A, E, D. And we stop on this D. And that's when all that good stuff comes out. Took the low right on. We have to talk further about that. I'm looking there at the trusty sheets. So we are okay so far, at least I am. I hope you're doing fine. I'm sure you are. Let me know how you're doing. Always send comments if you have questions. I'm sure other people have the same question. So that was our chorusy bit. Let's do a chorus again up to the stop on D. Okay, here it comes slowly. Here's an A coming, 3 and a 4 chorus. A, E, D, A, E, D, A, E, off and stop here. Bow, bow. 2 shots and we stop on the D. Now we have to count this, and I should tell you. Again, don't get bogged down in detail. We're going to count it here in a sec. When he does those stops, you'll also hear him hammering that middle finger on. So if you start on that D that we stop on, I'm going to go off with the middle and go and stop it like that. You get subtle, but it's there. Again, I'll play it from the last punches. A, here it comes. Yeah, just something to add in after you've got the basic chords going. Now we have to count that. When you do those stops, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so count to 4, the stop being beat 1, count to 4, and then count to 3. Okay, that's unusual. There's a bar of 3 in there, and then they come in with these punches that we'll talk about. They do that. So I'm going to start it from the punches. I'm going to go 3 and a 4 and a 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and you're in. It's so tempting to go 4 because we're thinking the song's in 4, but there's that pesky bar of 3 in there that if you're playing the song as per the record, that you're going to want to know that. So from the top of the chorus, the entire chorus coming your way, and then we'll talk about the punches at the end of the chorus. Here comes the chorus. 3, 4, A, D for 2, A, E, low for 3, A, E, here's the punch coming. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and a. Okay, so looking at those punches, it's important at the end of the chorus there. It's important at the end of the chorus that you play your A this way. You're barring them. You're barring the D, G, and B strings like that. We don't tend to use the high E in this situation. You can, but let's just stop it there. And A. So there's your A. It's sort of a custom A for this situation because we're going to want to go and grab this G sharp note here, 4th fret of that low E. So you get A, and then again that chord is a passing chord. Sounds terrible till you get to the F sharp minor. It is full bar across that 2nd fret. Here's an E, and we're on a D. Okay, so the first 4 chords there are bracketed, so they get 1 beat each. So here slowly would be this: A, 3, 4, A slash G sharp, F sharp minor. Here's an E, and here's a D. Okay, you'll just see people use different. That 2nd chord, you'll see people using E over G sharp. That also works. I settled on this one, listening to it and watching a bunch of other people play it. I think this is the most accurate one. So we've got A slash G sharp, F sharp minor. Here's an E, and here's your D. And we're back to a verse, and that's the whole song. That's it. We'll get back to that intro in a sec. So how about this? You may have to stop tape there and adjust and work on things and then come back. Let's do a play along. Let's do like maybe 3 verses, 3 choruses back to back with the drum machine and just fight for your life. Get in there. You're going to miss some stuff, but the idea is if you're watching me, just try to catch up. If you miss a chord, look on your sheet. What's the next chord? Get to the next chord on time. It's all about recovery skills, right? It's huge. So many of us are playing alone right now that when we get together, it's like we're playing alone at the same time and nobody's really listening. So it's important to give over to me on this. And if you miss a chord, get to the next one. No harm, no foul, okay? Huge, big thing. So I'm going to pull in at 72 beats a minute on the fabulous BEATBUDDY. just a straight blues pattern, blues 1 pattern, and which I use all the time for maybe too many songs, but it's great. So 3 verses, 3 choruses, and I'll count you in. Here's an A coming. We're going to go back to the intro after this, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Here's an A. C sharp. D. A. C sharp. D. A. C sharp minor. D. A coming out. Repeat it. A. C sharp minor. D. Now chorus. A. E. D. Good. A. E. D. A. E. D. Stop here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Punches. Next verse, A, C sharp minor, D, A, C sharp minor, A coming, A, C sharp minor, D, A, C sharp minor. Here's a D coming down, A, punches. There we go. D, chorus there. Take a load for free. Again, take a load off there. Punches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go. Next verse. A, C sharp minor. D, A, C sharp minor. C sharp minor. Chorus, punch it now. A, E, D. A, E, D. Yeah. A again. Big load off there. Punches coming in. About down. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Go. There we go. Okay, so that's full speed. That's 72 beats a minute. That's full speed. If you found that too fast, it's okay. You'll work up to it. Work up to it. It's usually the C sharp minor that's just killing people. And if you have to look at your sheet and then you go, oh, where am I on the guitar? And you look at your guitar and then you can't find it. Man, it's pretty easy to memorize. A, C sharp minor, D, A. Just for practice sake, go round and round and round. A million songs will use that particular progression or one, very similar. So you're learning more than one song here. So that's our play along bit. I think you did just fine on that. I'm going to bring us to the intro here. I'm going to go to the 3rd page, which is your detail page. Again, go to patreon.com/guitar at work. Grab these sheets. The intro's up here. I'm going to bar. You're seeing a 9 and a 9 handwritten. And I've slightly offset them. 9 and 9 are at the same time. Okay, they happen at the same time, even though I've offset them a tiny bit just so they're legible. So you're seeing 9 and 9. First finger, it's going to the 9th of the D and 9th of the G. He's barring. He's barring just like that. And you're seeing a little hooky thing, a slur indicator like that to the 11. So I'm going to play these 2 9s there, boom, and then hammer on the 11th fret of the D string. There it is there. Let's get a good close-up of that if we haven't got one already. Let's go. How's that? Okay. That's the first 2 notes. So again, I'm going to add the 9 you're seeing on the G string is the next. So again, there you go. And again. Okay, adding the next bit, hammering 9, 11 on the G string this time. So again. Okay, now middle finger needs to go to the B string at the 10th fret. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start the whole thing again, and I'm going, okay, wait a second, I didn't know that, so I'll put him there. I may as well just have him there from the very, very beginning. So here, from the very top again, middle finger's there, he's not bugging anybody, and he's ready to go when we need him. So here's the very top, 9 and 9, hammer to 11, 9 on the G, hammering 9 to 11 on the G, and then 9 and 10 are played together on the G and B, back to 9 and 9 on the D and G, and hammering 9 to 11 there, I blew that. Okay, top again. It's easy to get lost. And when we're playing it slowly like this, it's like, it doesn't quite sound like the intro because we're so involved in every note. We're at the molecular level. But if you get up to speed, you just have to get a bit of continuity going. So again, top, slowly. 9. Hammer that. Okay, hammering. And you're reading that. And a little slide thing. You just do a little bit of a gliss. People get bogged down with that. Don't worry, that's a styly thing. It's kind of cutesy and everything, but don't get bogged down in it. Second line does this guy here. We're dragging that bar from 9 down to 7. Now, as per your sheet there, go grab that sheet. You need that sheet. 7 to 9 hammered. 7 to 9 again. And then pair of 7s. The first finger's already there to pick them up. Okay, here's the top again, very slowly. 9s. Down to go. And the last bit, gonna roll that 7 over, 1 string thicker, and now it's on the A and D strings. Sorry. Yeah, let me do that again. I think I blew it. That's better. That's the last bar of the intro, pair of 7s. Yeah, pentatonic thing here just from the top, guys. 3, 4. It's got a bar of A after that. You'll see an A written on the top right there. Again, that can really bog you down. Get the song first. Get the song, the chords, be able to play along, sing along. If you sing along, play with other people, do the play along with me in there, and then head for that intro later on. It's cool to be able to play the intro, but it's cooler to be able to know the song, for sure. Hey, so am I forgetting about anything? I don't think so. Again, patreon.com/guitar@work. There's a ton of songs up there. You can go scoop up all that material, and then maybe you can play along together with tons of videos with me. People are telling me that they really enjoy the play along thing. Thank you for that. So another good one. Thanks for that request, and I really hope you enjoy it. Thanks for coming back. Thumbs up mean a great deal. I really appreciate it, and it really sends the right message to the YouTube, and things are going very, very well on my end. I appreciate that very much. So send comments, suggestions. Love to know what you're working on, any troubles you might be having. Other people will be having the same trouble, so let's communicate down in the comments section. And see you again very soon for another one, guys. Okay, 3 and a pop. Ow.